Welcome back, everybody. My name's Will, and today is a very exciting day. I have wanted this gun for, well, ever since they came out with it. I have a Glock 43X MOS. Finally. You can see it's got the optic plate, it's got the rail on the front. This is hopefully going to replace my Glock 19, at least that's the idea, as my everyday carry gun. But today is just the first impressions video. I'm going to put 100 rounds through it, see what I think, let you guys know what I think, and take you along for the ride. So instead of continuing to yammer, I'm just going to go ahead and start shooting. Alright, 10 yards, steel targets, first rounds through the gun. This is just a factory 10-round magazine that it came with. I do have some Shield Arms mags, however, this is a completely stock gun. I haven't changed the sights, the trigger, or the magazine release, which we'll talk about. God, that trigger is trash. I am having a really hard time getting magazines to lock open on anything today. Or guns to lock open on empty mags. Alright, well, those were the 10-round factory mags. Now let's move on to the 15-round Shield mags. Well, that's fun. And I can't hammer it in. Don't like that. Hope that doesn't happen again. Okay, I gotta get a new trigger in this thing. I hate this trigger. Right, went into battery that time. My trigger finger is tired. That also might have something to do with the fact that I fired 810 rounds out of the 365 before this. And then shot a little off camera for funsies. Alright, locked open that time. Getting pretty toasty. I can feel my entire grip tensing up because my trigger finger is so tired. That's funny. And this trigger's heavy too, so that doesn't help. See that shake? That's trigger finger. Let's go left-handed for one round. All right, load up and shoot some more. All right, we're gonna get back to shooting in a second, but let's talk about this trigger first. So let's dry fire and just take a look. Try to get the lighting good for you guys. So pretty typical Glock trigger. Take up, just double check. And just a staple gun like break. Reset. I'm trying to angle this for the lighting. Yeah, tactile, audible, pretty Glock-ish, but God, that break is just staple gun. This is probably well, I don't know, I haven't shot my 43 or 42 in a while, but this is definitely worse than like a stock Glock 19 trigger. Yeah, anyway, let's get back to shooting. All right guys, real quick before we keep going, I need you to do me a big favor. Go down to the description. The first link in the description goes over to my website. From there, you can go look at all of the companies that I am affiliated with, and I have links to their websites on my website. So if you click on that link, it takes you over to their website, and anything you buy from their website won't cost you a dime more, but I'll get a portion of that money to come back and support the channel. Helps out with, you know, a $350 case of ammo for one video, gas for the range trip because I don't have a range in my backyard yet, life goals. It helps out a ton. Camera equipment, new guns to review, all that stuff, and it's really important. So do me a favor, use my link, go buy something, support the channel. I really appreciate it. Now back to the video. All right, let's have some more fun. I ain't locked open that time. I'll be honest, it's actually a little snappier than I expected, considering that it's got a full-size grip. Maybe this is an excuse for me to get a 48 MOS. You know, more mass than the slide and all. The damn thing's accurate when I do my part. I think I'm getting my grip figured out. Oh, that was mean. There comes that heavy trigger again. Left hand. Need to work on my support hand shooting anyway. And last shield mag. I know that's not like the most tactical, you know, reload when I'm using my support hand, but I'm just getting a feel for the gun. There it is. All right. Wind's really picking up, so we'll see how good this dead cat is. Let's talk conclusions now. So, it's a Glock. I mean, like, duh. But when I say it's a Glock, I mean it's a good, reliable gun the way you buy it, but you really kind of need to do a lot to it, for at least for me, for it to be a gun that I'm going to carry. Well, we all know about the stupid dovetail protector sights, right? Like, can we just agree that plastic does not a good sight make? Come on, Glock, you did it with the 19X. Just put metal sights on the gun. Anyway, I definitely want to put a red dot on it. I don't have any handguns currently with red dots on them, but I want to get into that game, and I really like that companies are making guns ready for red dots. I also like that I can put a 500 lumen stream light on this thing. I'm a big fan of having lights, especially on my home defense guns, but also on my carry guns, because I like to be able to see what it is that I'm shooting, and it's not always this bright outside or inside. This trigger has to go. Number one, because this is the ridged trigger. If that's not showing up well, I'll get a good picture and put it in for you guys. The ridged trigger on this gun, you guys are gonna say I'm a little bitch. It hurts when the thing recoils. It's actually causing my trigger finger pain. Okay, cool. Maybe I'm a little bitch. Got it. However, if I'm going to be using this gun for self-defense and I want to be able to make good, accurate shots with it in a defensive situation, I don't want that pain impulse in my finger to cause me to anticipate or jerk and miss the shot. You're accountable for every round, right? So for me, yeah, that's got to go. That's probably the first thing I'll do is change the trigger out. I'm thinking about Overwatch Precision. I've got one of their triggers in my Glock 17 and I really like it, so I think I'm going to try it out in this gun as well, and see if maybe I can also make the trigger a little bit smoother and less light, or less heavy, less light. Anyway, good job, Will. Something I didn't touch on earlier that, at least for, again, me, is an absolute, I have to make this modification for this gun. I have to change out the mag release. This is just the stock polymer mag release, and when you're using these steel Shield Arms magazines, which by the way, this is the way. The spring in this feels like it's way stronger. It was more reliable in terms of locking the slide open for me, and it holds 15 rounds instead of 10 in a flush fit. And you can get 5-round extensions for them too. So yeah, this is the way. But because it's a steel magazine, it will, and they'll even tell you this, Shield Arms will, it will wear through your magazine catch, and it will fail on you, and then will not hold magazines in the gun anymore, or will stop dropping them while under recoil. So yeah, I'm gonna have to change that. There's a bunch of stuff I want to do. I like to modify guns anyway, so it's not a big deal for me. Some guns, like I'll buy a gun, a Shield Plus is a good example. Very minimal mods to that. I'm going to throw a light and a red dot on it, get some holsters, get some mags, get some ammo, call it good. But I know if I'm buying a Glock, I'm buying a gun, I'm going to have to put more money in parts and time into to install those parts. Not a big deal, at least for me, but I'm also a gun tuber, so take that for what it's worth. If you want something right out of the box and you don't mind some of the quirks of this gun, you don't mind the plastic sights, you don't mind the trigger pull, you think it's just fine, you grew up shooting 20-pound double action revolvers, 20-pound trigger double action revolvers, and this is not a big deal to you, all right, cool, awesome, then get this thing and go with it. Maybe change, I do recommend changing the sights to metal sights, but other than that, sure, out of the box, good to go. Get some Shield Arms mags, get a holster, call it good. Overall, yeah, so sue me. I said I was going to put 100 rounds through it. I put more than 100 rounds through it today. I do like the gun. It's a fun gun. It's nice and tiny. I mean, look at this. It's pretty thin. I know the lighting is like atrocious, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get good at this YouTube thing. But yeah, so far I really like it. I'm going to put some more rounds through it after I put some mods on it, and we'll see from there. If it's still... screw it, I'll just come out and say it. I want a 43 or a 48 MOS as well, just because I want one. So maybe one of these days I'll get one of those, do a side-by-side comparison with the two, and have some more fun. If you guys would like to see that, put it down in the comments below. More fodder for me to try to push Mrs. Country to let me buy another gun. Which, by the way, I would be remiss if I didn't say this was actually my birthday present from Mrs. Country. My birthday is coming up soon, and she said, you know what, you've been wanting this gun for a while, let's get it for you. Now, the MOS specifically is a difficult gun to find. I'll go ahead and tell you guys that. I had to call around the country looking for them. And by the way, if you're looking for one, Bass Pro and Cabela's has the best price I've found so far. I paid $4.99 for this, but it had to be shipped to me from another state. So yeah, that was interesting. But it's just because it's such a popular gun, they can't keep them in stock. You can find 43X's anywhere, but the MOS, it's harder to find. Anyway, guys, like I said, first impressions, I like the gun. I got to do some stuff to it. It needs some work, but out of the box, it's super reliable, super accurate, at least for the first, math in public, 130 rounds. That's how many you put through today, 130 rounds. 100% reliable so far, granted not a large quantity of ammo, and it was accurate. When I did my part, and when my finger wasn't giving out trying to pull that trigger, it was dead nuts reliable. I mean, one-handed, left-handed, I was hitting almost everything, and for me, that's good. So yeah, shorter video today, guys, but I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. If you have any questions about this gun or anything else for that matter, do me a favor, post them down in the comments below. I love having conversations with you guys. Also, don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, share the video with your friends, and go to that first link in my description that'll take you to my website. Use any of those links from there to take you over to companies, and if you buy something from them, I'll get a portion of that to come back to support the channel, and I really appreciate that. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Y'all take it easy. Roll Tide. I'll see you later.